and deal with the decision that I made, which was to break up with someone that I was still in love with. Hi guys, my name's Michaela and I help people bring love into their life. Today's video is going to be on grief. Grief has been super relevant in my life lately, and I like to do videos that are relevant on my life, so let's talk about it. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like this video, don't forget to subscribe, don't forget to follow my Instagram and subscribe to my OnlyFans if that's something you're into. Let's get it. Okay y'all, if I cry, it's because it's fresh. Okay, so I've been talking about releasing trauma a lot on my channel lately because it's relevant, okay? And through releasing trauma, I have been experiencing a lot of grief because whenever you experience a trauma, you experience it as though it is happening right now and your body is acting like it's in the fight or flight state right now, you know? So recently I had an experience where a trauma was brought up from when I was really little. And it was something that I didn't know about. It was something that I had blocked from my memory, and I'm not gonna go into what it is because it's traumatic and I don't wanna talk about it, honestly. So we're not gonna go into it, but it was brought up, and because of that, I started experiencing grief. And honestly, experiencing grief of my childhood, of losing my childhood, of having something happen to me that took the child out of me, you know? I wasn't allowed to be a kid anymore. So I'm experiencing that grief. And honestly, the grief of being sober, the grief of letting go of a substance that I have loved, weed, for so long, and letting go of it and realizing that I have to choose me. And no matter how much I love this substance, I can't do it anymore because it's interfering with my life and it's distracting me and it's not putting me where I want to be. And it's scary to let go of things that you love. And I genuinely loved smoking weed, but I don't anymore. And I have to grieve the loss of loving something that I don't love anymore. And the most relevant one right now, which is odd because the breakup happened in May and it is October, but I'm experiencing a lot of grief with the breakup that I'm going through. I honestly thought I was over it. I thought that I'm editing this right now, and that little like smile, that little smirk was me just thinking like I thought I could hate him and just that would make me over it. I thought I could just despise this person and never think about him again. But hating someone means there's underlying like passion and underlying love and underlying fear, you know? You can't ignore that, and it was never gonna go away. I thought that I could heal it and I was over it. I thought I felt all the feelings that I had about the relationship, and I was just planning on ignoring how I felt when I talked to him and how I felt with all the fear coming up around when I talked to him. But I have realized that it's not something I can ignore, and it's something that I'm gonna have to deal with, and that's scary. And now I'm having to deal with the breakup and deal with the decision that I made, which was to break up with someone that I was still in love with, and to deal with the decision that I made to blast those problems on social media. Deal with that and deal with everybody knowing my baggage, and if I ever change my mind, now everybody knows everything we've ever been through, you know? It's not right This is just me ranting at myself while I'm editing. It's not right to put someone's baggage out there if you love them. It's not right to put their baggage out there anyways. But I loved him and I did it anyways because I was angry. So don't use social media when you're angry. And because I felt like that was the right thing to do. And I know that it was the right thing to do, but I miss him and I love him. And I've spent this 5-6 months that we've been broken up just hating him and blaming everything on him. And that was a way that I coped with the decision that I made. I felt like I was kind of forced into making the decision that I did, but I mean, I wasn't forced into it. I felt like I needed to cut it off, and I did, and it was hard. And I'm so proud of myself that I was able to do that, and I was able to follow my intuition and break up with someone that I am so deeply in love with still. So I'm grieving that. I'm grieving the fact that I'm not with him. And I'm not gonna put his business out there because it's not my place. But I saw something recently that triggered something that has to do with him, and it triggered a lot of self-worth issues, and I'm grieving that relationship, and I'm grieving the fact that I had to make that decision. Feels like there is something inside of me that is just sad. I don't know. Something in the pit of my stomach that at any moment I could burst into tears. And it's been like this for like 2 weeks-ish. That's when the trauma thing happened. And honestly, the breakup thing is the worst grief I've ever felt in my life. And I can't eat, I can't sleep. I can't eat, I can't think, I can't sleep. I have no appetite, and I just keep having like cold flashes and hot flashes, and I'm just fucking miserable right now. And that's okay, because I know it's gonna be over soon, hopefully soon, and it'll be okay. But I know these are feelings that I need to feel now, or I'll never feel them. You know, I need to be alone right now and feel these feelings because I've never let myself feel them before. And it took me 6 months to feel these feelings after breaking up with someone, you know? This is the main reason that I'm still single, is the fact that things come up after the breakup after a while, you know? You're not just hopping out of the breakup and solving all your problems. It takes a while to get back to normal, and yeah, you grieve at the beginning, but it comes in waves. And if you're still mad at the person that you broke up with or that broke up with you, you're not over the relationship. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're not over it. And another wave is gonna come through because you have to go through the stage of forgiveness. And if you haven't forgiven them, and if you can't look at them with love in your eyes, then you're not over them and you haven't forgiven them. And I guess that's what I'm working towards. I want to be able to look at him and love him, and be able to look at the experience and love the experience, and know that it was meant for me, you know? It's what I needed. It shook me, it woke me up, it changed me as a person. And yeah, it sucked. And yeah, like there were a lot of bad things that happened, you know, but it was the best and the worst experience of my life. Just gonna be honest. I've never met someone that was adventurous, as adventurous as me and as crazy as me, and that just got me, you know? And I've been thinking about that a lot, and I've been thinking and grieving over that, and having to just tell myself that if I experienced it once, I can experience it again, and that loss is temporary and that I will feel love again with someone. I just feel like like a half of me was just like taken and shattered. When you're grieving, it's like every single thing triggers you. And I'm getting annoyed, I'm getting irritated, and for some weird reason, I still love. It's like I feel this intense love, but at the same time I could cry at any second because I feel like my insides are being torn apart because I love this person and I don't have them. And I know I haven't really expressed my feelings like this. I haven't really been vulnerable about the breakup, honestly. I wanted to be a badass bitch and just act like the breakup didn't bother me and just tell you my experience, tell you my stories. And I did that, but I can't act like that forever. And I can't act like I don't care about him. And I can't be in denial. I feel like I was in denial for 5 months that we were broken up. But now it's hitting me and now I'm grieving and it sucks and I love him, but at the same time I gotta do what's best for me. I gotta pay attention to me and I gotta go on this journey by myself because I can't love anyone. I can't be with someone until I am loving myself, you know? And we're getting there. We're trying. And this is just a part of that, you know? And it feels relieving to be feeling the feelings of grief almost. It's like, damn, whenever I'm done grieving, I'm gonna be over this and I'm gonna be free and I'm gonna be able to just love this person. I'm gonna be able to look at this person with no animosity in my heart and no regret and no anything. I'm just gonna be able to love them and be able to look at the situation as a clean slate and just wish the best for them and wish the best for myself. And yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. That's what's getting me through this. I have not been myself for 2+ weeks. And before that, I wasn't myself. Sorry, collages. I wasn't myself because I was smoking weed because I felt it coming. I felt the feelings coming and I wanted to not feel them. But then the universe cracks and wakes you up and it's like, wow, you can't smoke weed anymore. Okay, what now? You're gonna have to deal with your feelings now. So I'm just have the mindset that I have to deal with this, and dealing with it now is going to make my life a whole lot easier and it's going to move me past this. If I don't deal with these feelings now, I'm gonna go get in another relationship and bring my baggage into another relationship and I'm going to have another heartbreak. That's not what I'm looking for. I'm looking to be healed so the next person I'm with is my divine partner, and so that I can be with my divine partner and I know who it is and he's motivation, honestly, to fix myself. Not that I need to be fixed to be loved by someone, but you can't be with someone and be projecting all over them. That's not love. So I have to love me so I can love them, you know? And point blank period, I have to love me so I can love me, you know? Because I'm never gonna get anywhere if I don't love me. I'm gonna keep having these circles and keep grieving, and I don't want to keep grieving. I don't want to keep losing things. I feel like I'm also grieving like friendships from high school that I just left behind. I never cared about people and I just treated them like they were disposable. And I look back now and I'm like, damn, I wish I kept my friends. You know, like I miss my friends. Like Chloe and Celeste and Connor. Like, I don't know if you guys watch my stuff, but like, I miss you. And I regret not keeping up our friendships, and I was just hurt, you know? And I know not to regret things, and everything happens for a reason, but that's just what I've been thinking about lately. And I'm learning from that. And whenever I get friends now, I'm never gonna let go, you know? I'm just gonna commit to them and work through it with them, because I feel like that's what this life is about. Finding your person and holding on and letting them breathe and giving them space and just being with them and loving them the best that you can. I feel like I found my person. I feel like I've dated my person. I feel like I know who my person is. And I think it's just a matter of time before we can be together. I think that until two souls are healed and acknowledged, that they can't be together. So I just really wanna work on ascending. I am committing to ascending. That's why my videos have completely changed. I am committed to my path, and I'm not straying from it, because this is where the results come. And I've always been scared, but this is me facing my fears, you know, and talking about my grief, and me mentioning the fact that I love my ex-boyfriend. Like, who am I that I can be honest and I can say that I'm committed to this path, and I'm committed to whatever lessons that I have to learn in this life. I'm tired of running away from them. So right now, sitting with the grief, looking at it, feeling it, crying 24/7. But in that, I've been fearlessly telling people my feelings and telling people how I feel. And I reached out to my ex and I said, I fucking love you. I know our relationship sucked, but I fucking love you, you know? And I don't know what that means, but I fucking love you. And we're all human. And I noticed a trend where girls, I mean, not even girls, where people break up and they talk shit about their ex, because that's what you do when you break up. That's what you do when you break up. You talk about all the things, the bad things that happened, to get it out of your system, and you tell your family and friends and all of that, and that's just what happens, okay? But yeah, and then maybe they want to get back together, and people are like, oh god, like, she's weak, like, and I don't want to be looked at like that. Not that I'm getting back with my ex, I just love him. But I'm just not scared to admit my feelings. I love him, you know? This video turned into I love my ex video, but that's okay. It's on my heart, it's heavy on my heart. I'm grieving. I've been crying 24/7 for the past 2 weeks, and you know, it's just part of it, and it feels good to talk about it. And I hope you guys like this video. I hope you like this new style of video that I'm bringing to my channel, and just talking about what's on my heart that day and uploading videos every single day. Don't forget to thumbs up this video if you liked it. Don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to follow my Instagram if you haven't already, and subscribe to my OnlyFans if that's something you're into. Thank you for listening to me, and I love you so much. Bye guys.